4th of July or Independence Day, United States Independence Day, what does it mean to an African immigrant or specifically an African refugee? Well, I will be talking about myself, so just a little disclaimer, I'm not trying to put anybody down or anything, but I'm just going to talk about my situation or mostly African refugee, how we celebrate, how we feel about the 4th of July in the United States and how we celebrate it. First, I'm going to talk about there's so many ways people get here from Africa. They don't come through as refugees, but in my case we did, and I'll always consider United States as my adoptive parents. So I have my biological father, which is Rwanda, my biological mother, which is Congo, and then United States being my adoptive family or parent. So needless to say, I'm not going to say that I hate Congo, even though I was born in Congo to a Rwandese father and a Congolese mother. At some point, Congo and Rwanda wasn't getting along, so they kicked all the Rwandans out. So I was part of that and part of the people that came out of that. And I would not hate Rwanda because that's my father, it's part of me. So whatever the deal's going on, I ended up here. Well, that's what made me, that's who I am, that's my identity, being part Rwandan, part Congolese, and I am proud of that. And then despite of everything that went on, and ended up being here into the land of my adoptive parents, I should say. So it's a different game when it came to as refugee. First, you feel like you are rejected from your native country, you struggle, you come to a better life in United States, and in the United States you got embraced. You have to follow the rules as living in this country. You have to go to some, to get legal documents. You have to live here a certain time, 5 years, I think, if I don't remember right. 5 years, then you can apply for the process to naturalize. So for the ones that come as refugees, for the children that are born here, they're Americans. But for us, I'm one of the kids that came here young as a refugee, so you have to go through the process of applying to be a citizen of this great nation. So to live here longer, to obey the rules, after 5 years you can apply to be part of this great nation, to naturalize, meaning because you weren't born here, you have to apply, you have to pay the fees, and then you have to take the test so you can know a little bit about where you're living. And then after that you will get an interview, and after that you become a citizen of this nation. So I had to go through that along with everybody else that needs to be a citizen of this nation if they weren't born here. So it's a different ball when it comes to how we look at it, how we celebrate the 4th of July. We might not have fireworks as most refugees or most immigrants. We might not have fireworks or all that stuff that Americans, I mean whites that are here, that were born here, that say that they're real Americans. We're also American because this nation was built by people from different nations that came together and built it. So we might celebrate it as us being Congolese, with our food, our music, and we're just celebrating the fact that we're here and this nation accepted us and adopted us, and we celebrated our own way, I should say, our own way, our own party, our own celebration. So yeah, it's just a different meaning when it comes to the 4th of July. And for me, at least, I see it as, you know, being the adoptive daughter. I still love my parents despite however circumstances I was adopted. I still care for my parents. I still both of my parents, and I appreciate my adoptive parents, and I'm still living with my adoptive parents, which is USA. So it's just a different feelings, and emotionally different feelings. That's why you see most immigrant, and I should say just refugees, we celebrate every time we become citizen, because from wherever nation that we came from, we pretty much were just like, you know, rejected, or we flee for a better life, and then we created a new life and new opportunities, and with the family or the nation that accepted us. So 4th of July, it's, you know, it's just a great reminder, saying that for me at least, you have this great nation that accepted us, that accepted you, because Congo rejected you. You couldn't go to Rwanda either, so this nation accepted you. So I always see myself as this adoptive daughter, despite of whatever went on. It's not that I love my country less, or I love my mother's country less, or my father's country less. It's just that even though I don't know my father's country, but I identify more with my mother's country, because that's where I was born, that's where the culture, the language, and all that. By coming to this country, I try my best trying to learn, and I keep on learning every day, and it's been more than 20 years, but I celebrate, and I am glad to celebrate. And if this country didn't have freedom, then I would not end up being here, and so is other hundreds and thousands of other immigrants that migrated here. No matter what circumstances they migrated here, but we are still here, and we are glad to be here, to be part of this great nation. So happy 4th of July from this African girl who claimed to be the adoptive daughter of United States. Happy 4th of July. Thank you for stopping my channel. My name is Therese. I do African videos, mostly cooking Congolese food. I'm doing some pregnancies, so don't forget to subscribe so you can get some more on my videos. I'll talk to you later. See you on my next video. Bye bye.